Oh, okay. So our first game of the evening is Hopeguard. And again, this is available on Steam. It is free to play. Um, so if you like what you see of this, you can use exclamation point GOTC if you are here in the Twitch chat. And that will bring up a Google Doc that will give you a link to the game. If you are watching this as a VOD on YouTube, then the information for the game is going to be in the description box below the video. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump into this and see how it plays. Now, keep in mind this is free to play, and sometimes free to play games have some issues. Uh, but keep in mind it is free to play.
In ancient lands, a kingdom leads an endless war against the dragon. Forged in battles of fire and blood, a group of elite knights were united with a single purpose: to hunt down the flying creatures and protect their land.
Okay.
They have almost achieved their goal. Only one dragon remains. Bringing light and hope back to the kingdom, the knights of this order were named the Hopeguard.
Okay, so I'll give him at least a 7 out of 10 for having voiceover. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Probably should have did this first. Why is my frame rate so high? Why do they do this? Wait, why did they go? You know what? This is driving me nuts. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Let me. Because it's moving a little sluggish. Turn that on and see what happens. So it's still a little sluggish.
The mighty hero marches toward his fate. With unwavering resolve, he was ready for the hunt, ready to end the war once and for all.
It's okay, so this is starting to make my head hurt. If we can't get the graphics figured out. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so that kind of it kind of played us. It made the screen small. So give me a second. There we go. Okay. hopefully that works. It's still a little. Okay, and uh, there's no jumping. Maybe we're not supposed. No, we have to go that way. I would imagine. Let's see. I was gonna say maybe we're not supposed to go that way. Oh, so it looks like we're already kind of bricked in the beginning of the game. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's like there's no. I can't hit the boxes to go through. Well, I mean, not much I can do. Let's see. Okay, it says interact. Maybe we need to interact. No? Yeah, so yeah, this game starting out is a dud. Because I can't even get past these boxes. Like, those I could hit, these it won't let me hit. Yeah. There's like, it just kind of, oh, success, somewhat. Okay, somehow we managed to get through. Guess the game's like, not today. The only thing I don't like so far is that it does a lot of blur action and there doesn't appear to be a way to turn that off. And again, I mean, this is a free-to-play game, so we know. Now, I'm not saying that all free-to-play games are like that, but some of them do have issues, you know. You have to take into consideration that, too, with some of these free-to-play games, some of them are broken swords and shields that clearly belong to other Hopeguard knights. Imbued with the power of crystals, they can only be forged at the summit of the mountain. The magic makes them the only weapons effective against dragons, okay? So as I was saying, a lot of the games have been made by students, usually when it comes to free-to-play. Sometimes you do get some free-to-plays that are not made by students. But I don't have an issue with playing games that have been made by, you know, those that are learning how to make video games. I mean, because, you know.
In the heart of the mountain, the last dragon was resting. It nested in a forge, a place once used to craft the very weapons meant to end its kind.
Like I said, the only thing so far I don't like about it is the blur in it. Like, I wish it was a little more clean. That's probably my only gripe with it so far. Like, there shouldn't be motion, like, blur in this. Or if they...
The Hopeguard felt no fear. It was his duty to serve the crown without question. Whatever the king commanded was right, and he would see it done, no matter the cost.
Like, if they were gonna use motion blur, they should have added an option to turn it off. Also, another thing I've noticed too, when it comes to a lot of PC games, I will notice that a lot of developers kind of set the frame rate at unlimited. And I mean, like my monitor only goes up to 144, but I do prefer playing my games at uh 60 frames because that, I usually don't
Driven
get
by
sick or anything.
determination, the hero marched on, unaware of how far he would fall.
Oh, okay. I don't like that foreshadowing. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna be able to play this because the motion blur is kind of starting to get to me a little bit. And the thing is, it looks like this would be a really, really good game if it didn't have motion blur. Ooh! Oh, that happened. The right side of your controller is now disabled. Okay. That's an interesting concept. I guess it's because we lost our right arm. See, that's cool. Crystals have been harvested for generations and generations. They made life so much simpler. Sustaining technologies and allowing humans to have the ability to protect themselves. Okay. Okay. Okay, now it's cleared up. So the beginning area is a little choppy, but it clears up.
The knight pressed on. His sword was gone, along with the arm that once wielded it, and he wondered what his purpose could be without them.
Oh, because now he's not equal. Okay, so now, okay, the game is getting good. And it has cleared up. So the first beginning of the game is a little rough, but I'm kind of glad it cleared up a little bit. Oh. And as I say that, and I think the game has frozen. Oh no. This was gonna, it looked promising, it did, but it looks like the game has frozen it. So, yeah, looks like that is going to be the end of Hopeguard. Would be nice, and the sad thing sometimes about free to play games is that the developers don't come back to them. Like I said, a lot of the times they are games that are made by students, and they just kind of get them out there because it's like maybe it's like their final project for the semester or for the term, and they get them out there. But if it's not a student, like a school that did this, and it's an actual yeah, it crashed, and it's an actual team that actually did it, it would be nice if they could go back and kind of fix it because it looked to be a very promising game, to be honestly truthful. But sadly, you can't get through the beginning of it. The beginning is rough because of the motion blur. And then it started to clear up, so I got excited, and then it froze right there, and then it crashed. So, but yeah, that is Hope Guard. Um, like I said, hopefully, maybe if this wasn't done, like I said, by students, that it was done by an actual developing team, maybe they'll come back and fix it. Um, but other than that, it looks like you can only play about maybe 15 minutes of it before it crashes. So, um, but yeah, that's Hope Guard.